All right, guys, it's day one tomorrow for the Fishers of Men National Championship. I just got all my stuff rigged up. We got the meeting done, and we're ready to rock and roll for the first day of the Fishers of Men National Championship on Lake Murray, a tournament we qualified for last fall. We didn't make it through the district, so we jumped in their last chance wild card qualifier that was up on Lake Hartwell. We're able to finish second there, which punched a ticket to this tournament. Been looking forward to it ever since, really, the last 5-6 months. Had this one circled on the calendar. It's our home lake, 20 minutes from the lake, fish it a lot. Don't really fish it a lot this time of year. Typically, this time of year in the past 2 or 3 years, I've been traveling to North Carolina or some of the other South Carolina lakes, as you know, BFLs and CBCs and stuff like that take you all over the state or all over the region, or traveling for Bassmaster Opens. So it was awesome to spend the last 3.5 days or so on Lake Murray. You know, a lake I do know well, but don't really know it well this time of year, and we were able to kind of see what's going on. There's some things going on that I wasn't expecting. There's some things going on that we easily predicted, like a herring spawn, and there are fish spawning everywhere. So you actually see my boat behind me. It gets to stay in the shop all week, as we're going to use my buddy Will's boat. He's got power poles on the back, and we don't want to, but if we have to go fish for some of those spawning fish, we want those power poles to be able to you know, lock our boat down and just focus on the fish. So we're going to jump right into the fishing, and hopefully we can kick this tournament off right. It's over 3. You never know as the day goes on. Is that the frag on? Let's go. Big. See that frag garter? Or just a different frag garter? Oh. Will that help? Are we shallow enough for those? No. No, here it's alright. I'll just let you deal with him and we'll float. He's a 3-pounder, he'll help.
That's what I'm talking about.
Boat number 20 is up next. Lucas Murphy and Will Elwine. 5 fish, all live. We're going to weigh a big one. 5 fish on line. This is one of the local hammers right here. Big fish weight, 646. 646 takes over a new big fish lead. Yeah, we might be taking some pictures up here on this one. 5 fish, all alive. Looking for 21 and a half to take the lead. I think we might have that. And something. All right, Lucas. Good bag. Their weight today, new leaders, 24.63. Mark it. There we go. Hold them up here. Where's your partner? Come on, partner. We're going to get some pictures up here.
So that's a wrap on day one of the Fishers Men National Championship on Lake Murray. We had a little issue with the GoPro where it was plugged into the USB in the dash, and every time we started the motor, it shut the camera off. So we lost a bunch of footage because I didn't realize it was happening until about mid-morning when we caught a 6.5 pounder, and I looked at it and it wasn't blinking. So I turned it on and showed you all the fish. But before that, there was a 5.5 pounder and a high 3, almost 4 pounder caught as well. But it went, way better than expected. We actually caught them in a much different way than we thought we were going to catch them. We actually thought we were going to have some pre-spawn areas on the south end of the lake that would play out well for us, but they were just a little bit tougher. It was real warm, and we just didn't seem to get too many bites in that area. So the 6.5 and the 5.5 caught schooling on a herring point early in the morning were definitely the 2 kickers of the day that got us into 5th place out of 195. So the forecast for the next day is calm, sunny, hot again, so it's going to have those fish moving. Not sure what the herring bite's going to be like. An awesome start to the day. Used 3 baits, basically a Strike King caffeine shad, an evader, a little topwater bait, and a filler worm on a drop shot. So for those schooling fish, we just caught them on a caffeine shad from Strike King. Your fluke style bait. This one here is really heavily salted, and it's pretty dense, so you can throw it a really, really long way. And the way this tail is designed is you can actually feel the vibration as you pull it through the water. So you'll almost actually just swim it more than you'll be, twitching it and jerking it or anything like that. But it's been a killer for the herring spawner really all summer long now for the next 4 or 5 months. It's a good bait to have tied on. And then we actually caught a good number. If they were, busting on the surface, actually jumping some of those herring out of the water, we'd throw this Strike King evader. It's got that raised lip on there. You just cast it out and reel it in. So this is a new 80 size, but in solid chrome. It just swims like a little herring on top of the water, and every time they saw it, they ate it.